Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Garrity. Alright, 3, 2, 1, Polluted Thoughts Podcast. Back again with my boy, Riley, aka Ergowantabag is his producer tag and name. I met you one time prior to this.
Yeah.
And we got shalitty at the Dirk and Lil Baby concert.
Yeah.
We took the limo there. It was me, you, Sosa, all them. And we were faded when we pulled up.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad. I honestly, when we were halfway through the limo ride, I was like, fuck, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the concert if I keep up this pace.
Yeah.
But we've been trying to get it scheduled for like a couple of months now. A bunch of inconveniences keep happening, blah, blah, blah. Finally here and got it in. One of the main reasons I really wanted to have you on, other than, just trying to get you and your message out there and just promote you in general, was I wanted you two to chop it up. Being Frank's my producer, and you're the only other producer that I've really ever, worked with to, an actual level.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear you two chop it up a little bit for you guys who are also producers to hear about what they've been doing and how they do their stuff, a little bit of insight. You guys were talking a lot about plugins and such earlier.
Yeah.
How often are you using a plugin rather than a sample and all this other things? Because I know that me and Frank try to do a lot of sampling, but then whenever we start from scratch, he's always just like, "Yo, fucking arcade plugin. Let's just find it. Let's bust something out."
Yeah. So that's kind of a big thing. The producer community right now is. So I mean, you got. Cooking up from scratch, using plugins and stuff. And then you got loops, which I don't know why there's such a stigma around loops. And then you got samples. So you could, go on YouTube and find a sample and chop it up or whatever. I've been doing that a lot lately, but you could do that. But the way I just think it's effective. So as a producer, I just have people DMing me asking for my email and stuff, and I just get loops in my email every day. I know a lot of people just get loops in their email every day from people who are trying to work, do whatever. So when I'm just trying to bang out beats and that's just the vibe, I just go on my email.
That's where I'm at. But it's because I'm not skilled enough to really cook up anything like that. So I've been taking the samples, but I don't like the stigma that comes with the samples, bro.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I know people respect I cooked this up from scratch, and it's at the end of the day, when you're making good music, it's nobody cares except the producers. So It's
yeah, and if you flip a good sample, you can make it so it's completely unrecognizable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And it's who even cares? If the music's good, then you can appreciate the process when you're looking deeper into it. But when you're making good music, sure, the process is important, but you have good music, and that's really the end goal.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Because I'd cook up these beats from samples, and I'd bring them to my boys who are musicians, and I could tell they're not disinterest in it, but they just there was once I told them it was a sample or a loop, or even if it was a sample, it's just a degrading almost. It's you didn't make it kind of. But then I always you kind of never had that stigma. I'd bring you the samples and be like, damn, you structured this well. You know what I mean? Rather than
it's more than just grabbing a loop and fucking putting a drum loop to it. You know what I mean? There really is a level of orchestration, going through when you're taking layers out, putting layers in, and getting creative with shit.
But with the loops, you need to also hear what you want next. You know what I mean? Because nothing could be as simple as just one thing. And if the loop doesn't have a counter melody loop either, you gotta
you can just make that yourself too. Whatever. That's the whole thing with loops is you're not when you're using a loop, it's not a box I'm using this loop and I'm just throwing drums on it and just exporting the beat. It's
awful pass.
I think even in picking loops, I think that's a skill in itself, because you could pick trash loops and make trash beats all day. But if you're picking good loops and making hard beats, then it's you can appreciate that way more. So it's there's a lot that goes into it more than just I got this loop and I threw drums on it and the beat's done.
Is that where you started though? Were you on GarageBand type shit with the loops on GarageBand?
Nah, I started on FL Studio.
Oh shit!
Since day one. Yeah.
When was that?
Early sophomore year of high school, so 2017, something like that. But yeah.
So there was never even a stage where you were just dabbling. Like, I know a lot of people started on Soundtrap or like some other free platform where they could just throw shit together.
I started on like GarageBand in like middle school. Like,
yeah, I remember being like in first grade,
class.
shitting on like fucking around on GarageBand.
No, I just remembered actually. I used to do shit on my phone. Like when I would just watch like producing videos on YouTube or whatever, I would like go on GarageBand on my phone. But that's it. Like, but I would only do that for a little bit, and then I was like, all right, I gotta come out of the studio because like. I want to make real shit.
Were you exposed to music before you decided that day to become a producer? You know, like.
I mean, kind of. It's funny. I was like raised on country music. To be real, like my mom and like my parents really just listen to country music, and I just like I don't know. I don't even like country music at all.
That's funny. You're like you know more about underground music than like most people I know. There's only one. Al is the only person I think might be able to compare with like your underground knowledge of like rap music.
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was like raised on country music, which is like I don't know. That might be the reason why I hate country music now, but I just cannot get with country music at all.
That's probably exactly why you hate it.
Yeah, that's my deal at all. But like. I mean, like, I didn't even start listening to rap till, like, 6th grade, something like that. Like, I was listening to, like, Drake and, like...
Well, when you start to think more independently and make decisions for yourself, you know, it's like, that's at least what happened with me.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to. I wasn't allowed to have, like, explicit music. My parents would, like, occasionally look through my shit. If there was, like, an E, it would have to be, like, a hot song. It would have to be, like, you know, the shit. Like, they knew the song, they fucked with the song kind of thing.
Dude, funniest shit in the world. I remember now, like, 1st grade... My boy Sam came over to my house and I had a CD player on my nightstand, and he brought his Eminem Recovery album, and
that was the first CD I ever bought.
He brought his Recovery album to my crib and he put it on the CD, and my mom busted. She was like, "What is this?" I should turn that shit up. I was like, "What?"
Dude, I remember I went through like right when that album came out. It was the first CD I ever bought in a store. Then I was like, yo, you can buy CDs. It was like the first thing that ever came to my mind. I went and I bought, what is that? 21st Century Heartbreak or whatever by Green Day.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I was like, Dad, I just got this. And I bought it with my mom. And my dad came and picked me up, and I was like, yo, I got this CD. We have to listen to it. He's like, I swear if I hear one swear, we're taking it and we're returning it back to the store that you bought it from.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. I remember sitting there thinking like, this motherfucker better not swear. I was like, I wasn't sure. I was like, this motherfucker better not swear. But continue. So that was your exposure to music. Wasn't until like 6th grade you heard that?
Yeah, 6th grade. Like it was really just what I like got like a phone or like an iPod type shit where I could listen to my own music and not just like be listening to whatever on the radio type shit. Like I started listening to like I mean I guess Eminem at that point, but like really Drake. Like I remember one of the first, which is weird because I think it's a recent album and it's still an album that like sticks with me. One of the first like rap albums that like really stuck with me was Views by Drake.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like 2016. That's like
I went to that concert.
You went to the Views concert?
Yeah, Drake featured.
Bro.
You were there?
You were there?
I was there, yeah.
That's great.
Me and my uncle went.
Cool, yeah, no, I went with my sister before she got deployed.
Well, yeah, me and him went, and it was lit.
That's crazy.
It was lit.
Yeah, that was like one of the first like rap albums that like really like stuck with me. And like I had listened to shit before that, but like like Drake and Kendrick, those are the two that come to mind. But I mean, going into it, like I was like going to high school. And then I found out about SoundCloud. And I started listening to bad SoundCloud, just whatever was on SoundCloud. Like, I remember White Iverson came out by Post Malone on SoundCloud. I was bumming the fuck out of that. Who else? Damn, you know Wintertime? You know what Wintertime is?
No.
I don't believe so, no.
There's a dude called Wintertime on SoundCloud who's popping on SoundCloud.
Fire?
Yeah, fire. And I was listening to Bad Wintertime. Ugly God, I found out. Listening to Bad Ugly God. And that was just like the early high school, like, I was
bro, yeah, dude, this is bringing back so many like, this is like one summer when all this dropped.
But like, that was like, I think that was what I was like, really like, this is the shit I fuck with. Like, this is my shit.
Yeah.
Like, real like rap shit. Well, I'm not saying Wintertime and Ugly God are real rap shit, but like that's when I found out rap was like the genre that I fuck with the most. And,
was it YouTube that taught you, like that brought you the rope, like took you on the ropes of like the beginning and basics of producing?
So producing, like YouTube. So I remember this one video. I could probably pull it up right now. It's called. It was like some like vaporwave trap shit by Bass Gutta. You know what Bass Gutta is?
No.
Yeah.
I watched this Bass Gutta video. I was like, damn, like I gotta do some shit like that. But Bass Gutta got me into it. A lot of Nick Mira.
Yeah, you listen to any like or do any like Simon Servita?
Simon Servita was like a year and a half ago for me. I found out about Simon Servita. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I forgot.
But nah, I was really into internet money shit. Like every side piece, Nick Mira video, everything. I used to be on Periscope too. You know Periscope?
I don't think so,
what's
no.
Periscope?
Periscope was like it was like Instagram Live on Twitter. So
okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it was like a live on Twitter. And I just saw the video like a few months ago. It was crazy. I was on the internet money it was like Taz Taylor's Periscope, and they were recording the first version of Lemonade. It didn't have any like Gunna, Roddy Ricch, Don Toliver, none of that. It was like some artist they were working with, but it was like a different version of the beat. It was the same lyrics though, and I was like, oh, this shit's kind of hard. I didn't know it was Lemonade. I was just listening to like the session, and then Lemonade came out. I didn't remember about the shit from before, but Taz posted the video on Twitter. It was like the OG Periscope session. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, I remember this. And then I saw my comment go through the comment section, like on the Periscope. I was like, that's my comment, bro. That was some crazy shit. But yeah, like early high school, a lot of like internet money shit, like on YouTube for sure. Like got me started producing.
Talking about internet money, Nick Mira. What is your mindset towards productivity and workflow? Like, how do you tackle your beat?
It's different for everybody. I mean, I kind of talked about it with the loop thing. When I'm just trying to make beats, I just go on my email and just pick out loops that I like. Because I got a lot of loop makers in my email just sending me fire loops and just make beats like that. But another thing with productivity is I got my boy Gasky. And I think collabing, you could just bang out like we go on TViewer and just like collab, just make 10
explain
beats
to them
in one
what
night.
TViewer was, because you were explaining that to us. I'd never heard of that before.
Yeah, so TViewer is crazy. So it's just like remote desktop control. So it's like you just got like somebody hosting on their desktop, and you could join and just do whatever on their desktop. So for producers, you could just like collab and like have somebody run it FL on the host and just like make the beat together and just like knock out beats. So I think that's fine, but
genius. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
because I feel like music especially is something that when you work with someone else and you're able to bounce ideas and even like them bring their own shit to the table,
you gotta be
something else.
It's I mean, some people have that, like me and Gasky and like a lot of people I work with have that connection where it's like you just like can take criticism and bounce ideas back and forth and make something good out of that. But some people like struggle with that. That's really important as a producer to work effectively though, is being able to take criticism and like being able to bounce ideas off each other, like just work like that. It's really effective.
Yeah, because it's not all personal when we're all just trying to get better.
Yeah, right. Like it's not personal at all. Like if you're just not fucking with something, just say you're not fucking with something. It's like it's nothing against you, bro. It's just this ain't it.
No, 100%. I totally agree with that. Because surrounding yourself with like-minded people is always motivating, and it helps you reach the next level.
Yeah,
totally.
So, like, I know that you're signed to that label, the producer label.
Yeah.
So, how often are you working with people like directly rather than just sending them stuff, or like is that something that you do more often?
So the label I'm signed to is Greenlight Music Group. It's like based out of Tampa. So they got the main artist signed is Taleban Dooda. So my manager is just happy. I've been in only 2 sessions. Well, not 2 sessions, but 2 weeks of sessions with Dooda. I just got back from Atlanta a couple weeks ago. We were locked in the studio with Dooda for that week.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but I mean that's where most of my songs with Dooda have come, just from being in the studio and just playing beats. And it's like I sent beats to Dooda, you know, through my manager, but it's like I know he uses some of them because he played songs while we were in the studio with beats that I sent. I was like, I didn't even know he used that one. But like yeah, usually it's more productive to like be in the studio with him, but I haven't been like had the opportunity. But I think going forward I'll definitely have more of an opportunity to be in the
so like when you do that, you're like obviously you have a team of producers, like you, your boy Gasky, like a couple other dudes, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then so you show him an individual beat, and then you guys like go back, cook up, and like kind of like throw a little bit of sauce on it to get it what he wants, or is it usually just like, bam, that's it, like just plug it in and let's go in the booth?
Yeah, not really. I mean, when we get to the studio, it's just immediate. He just kind of grabs a chair, I grab a chair, I plug into the speakers, and I just go through the pack.
Yeah, where you have like a buffet of beats. That
really, I mean, I just have like my whole folder of like beats that I've made. I just like sort out by month, and I'll just play through beats. And like if he doesn't fuck with it, like I'll just play like 10, 20 seconds. If I can tell he's not fucking with it, like he's not bobbing his head, whatever, I'll just play the next one. And like I'll just keep playing him until like he's like bobbing his head or like saying shit or like writing or whatever. Then I'll just like keep playing it, run it back, whatever, and then just load it up.
Do you ever cook up with someone?
Yeah, so Bloodshed, the song that came out a couple months ago on Dooda's project Risk It All. Me and Gasky made that beat while we were in the studio because we ran through the pack of beats and he wasn't fucking with none of it. So we were like, fuck. So Gasky was like, all right, let me go to my email. So he just went to his email.
Was playing those loops, you guys?
Yeah, he just went through his email, like playing some loops, and he just went to Dude. He was like, yo, let me know when you fuck with a loop. And we played the Bloodshed loop, and he was like, yeah, I fuck with that. So we just cooked the beat up in the studio, and then we loaded up. He recorded. He freestyled the whole thing. It was crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Word. So are you guys engineering the vocals too, or is there another dude there doing that?
Yeah, there's an engineer. I ain't doing none of that. I know Gasky probably could, but I ain't doing none of that.
Word. I feel that. That must be like a little nerve-wracking though, like, you know, showing off your beats to the artist who like may not even fuck with it, plus the engineer there who's like probably like, you know, really smart and like educated when it comes to music and everything else.
The engineer at that studio is you know, Somebody by Lil Tecca and A Boogie. He mixed that song, so he's nice. His name is Skyler. He's cool as fuck, but yeah, that's just nerve-wracking. That was the first time I'd ever been in like a really nice studio. Like, actually, no, that's a lie. I went to Quad Studios in New York, but like that was just with the homies, like just playing beats and like making songs and shit. But that was the first time like with a major artist like being in the studio. So, and of course, I was the only one with a laptop. So Gasky was like, "Play the beats, bro." I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "I gotta play these beats for Dooda." So I set my laptop up and I was like, "Fuck! I gotta play these beats, man." So I was playing them, like looking over every second, like, "Is he fucking with it? He's not fucking with it." And of course, me, first time playing beats in a session, he's not fucking with any of the beats. I was like, oh my god.
That'll make you sweat.
Bro, I couldn't tell you how bad I was stressing. And eventually I just gave up. I was like, Gasky, just get over here. Just do what you gotta do. And like, he actually played a couple beats that I didn't play, but were on my laptop. We played them and he fucking recorded them. I was like, I should have played that shit, bro. What the fuck? But yeah, he made songs to those. And then when he finished those songs, then we really ran out of beats, and we had to cook up Bloodshed. But that's just nerve-wracking. You got to get used to that for sure. Definitely got to get used to that.
Dude, that must be. I can't even imagine, because sometimes I get like, not nervous, but like, you know, like you're about to like, you know, open up. You know, you're a little bit vulnerable when you're doing something artistic in that situation. You know what I mean?
That's such a vulnerable side where it's like you said, you're opening up, so it's like if they're not fucking with it,
exactly, it's like you're not fucking with you know, they're not fucking with you, and like if you fuck with the person that fucking with you, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like damn, bro, I get fucking up.
You know, so like I couldn't even imagine. But like I know that you're like, the good thing about your label is they distribute your shit like to a bunch of artists, right? It's like they like, you know, the artist label has ties with your label. They hit them up asking, you know, we need beats, this number of beats for this tape, blah, 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 send us this shit.
Yeah.
So you get hooked up.
Yeah, so definitely.
All these other artists, right?
Yeah, that's just from my manager just knowing people, though. Like, Teddy's crazy, man. He just locked with, like, bad people. He just sends me all these names. I'm like, damn, bro. And, like, I send packs through, I'm not sure if anything say yeah, because I haven't heard anything. Probably not, but... yeah, I just send packs for, like, whoever he says. He just gives me an email. I just send him through. But he just locked like that.
Didn't Cardi have a leak with one of your beats?
Yes. Well, it's not really a leak, technically. It's like a fan-made thing. Like, I don't know if you know who Sky is. He made that song with Sofago, like, Let's Lose Our Minds or some shit is called.
No.
But,
I'm not too tapped in with Sofago, unfortunately.
Bro, that shit was fucked because somebody DM'd me. They were like, yo, you have a leak with Cardi. I was like, huh?
That's what I know. Remember
Yeah,
when
yeah, somebody DM'd me. They were like, yo, you have a leak with Cardi. I was like, what are you talking about? And they sent me this song, and sure enough, it was my melody. But I was like, bro, I don't even know how this happened because I made that melody and beat in a YouTube video on the New Era channel. It was like, how to make beats like at me for Playboy Cardi or whatever.
Someone recreated it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So somebody hit me. They were like, "Yo, this person stole your loop or whatever." I was like, "How the fuck did that even happen?" Because I didn't even send it to anybody.
Right.
And I hit the person. They were like, "How did you get that loop?" They were like, "Oh, I watched the video and I remade it and I sent it to Sky." I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" It's fire. But I was like, "Damn, bro." I was like, "You jacked my shit. You didn't even tell me." Like, fuck, man.
Yeah. No, it's cool though if you think about it that like, you know, I mean, minus the fact that if you would have sent it to Playboy Cardi, maybe it would have been you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are the inspiration for the inspiration.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's not actually a song. Like Scott just took Cardi vocals and from a different song. I think it's a Headshot, the leak, but he just put them on the song and it's called Atlanta by Playboy Cardi. So. That's just on SoundCloud, but I was like, "Fuck, man."
It's still cool.
Man. That means you're on the right path. Though.
Yeah, no,
you know
it's got all the plays and shit, but it's like that was some shit I never expected to happen. I was like, "What the?" That fucked me up for a little bit.
The cool part I think though about the whole label is the royalties, because like, you know, how many people are getting fucked out there for just like sending people a beat for, you know, like $50 or whatever, and then it blows the fuck up.
I mean, I see.
That's why I'm trying to. Frank, like, he needs to get tied in with some sort of label of sorts that he does that with his beats.
Yeah, well, bro. Even like with the royalties, it's nice because then you know, posting beats on YouTube and stuff like that, someone will snatch that off YouTube with a simple MP3 converter.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I see it happen every day. People get their shit jacked every single day.
Yeah, it's man. Like, you'll never know most of the time.
Never know. I mean, I probably got songs with people I have no fucking idea. And it's just on SoundCloud or something. And it's like, whatever. I mean, I guess. And I mean, if they were getting a check, I'd be like, damn, bro, like, I need a check. But I'm sure they're not getting anything. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah. And also, I always like to think of it as like hopefully next time when they're looking for another beat, they'll come check me out.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. If we get a check for nonsense from a nuisance, you're getting 50. All right, you're getting 50% of it for sure. But I don't see that happening, truthfully. So maybe later on. But but like, are you getting like literal checks in the mail, or is it like?
I mean.
I don't mean to like put you. The idea of like, even if you're getting paid like the teeniest amount of money for the thing, you're still getting paid to do it. You know, you're actually on the right path, like Frank said.
Yeah, I mean, there's different streams, so some streams are different forms of payment, but like, you know, this will get this type of payment, like this, like the YouTube is like a check, and then placements is different, but like everything's kind of different.
Word.
No, 100%. It's like trying to be on every platform to be able to like make it into one collective livable income in the end. Yeah.
And by placements, he just means like beats get used by the artist, correct?
Yeah, placements. Yeah, just like whatever song gets published with the beat.
Word. And then you were talking about how you need to get beats. What is it? Beat stars, right? Is that what it's called? Beat stars popping. Yeah. I think this goes out to like any producer who's made it this far with like, you know, in the video, need to hear this part. Yeah. Is the beat star and the releasing. You guys need to get into that a little bit because I was also a little like,
lost. I mean, beat stars is funny because I mean, there's definitely a lane. You could make beat stars a whole lane because if you're consistent and just posted good beats on BeatStars very consistently, that people are going to appreciate that. They're going to recognize that.
It's a platform. It's a platform where you can post your own files, your own stems of your beats, whatever it is.
Wait, it's loops and complete beats? You can do both?
I think it's just straight beats.
Yeah, I think. Well, no, you can do beats. You can do like
too.
Beats with a chorus. You know what I mean? You can do even songs. I think, and you can get royalties from it.
Like open verses.
Like a business will like grab it and like $1 every single time they use it. Type shit.
What you're saying.
But in theory, it's a great fucking platform. The difficulty is the competition and the amount of people that are going in there. You know what I mean? Usually it's the big name people that thrive, and then the little name nobodies. It's the same thing as SoundCloud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing with the big people thriving is they weren't big people the whole time. They
100%.
come up too, you know. So it's not like a thing that's out of this world where it's like somebody small can make a living on BeatStars. Like, I mean, Gasky was doing really well on BeatStars for a while, a few years ago. I know that for a fact.
Well, you pay monthly, right? You pay them $15 a month
something
or
like
something
that.
like
Yeah.
that.
I think I do the yearly one, which is dumb, but like I do like $100 for the year.
Yeah. So like, you pay them, and then like you can put the beat on and then sell it as many times as you want, correct?
Yeah.
That's what you were saying leasing is like you don't, it's not an exclusive like
but
you were saying.
if you don't get the premium subscription, it also has a constriction on how many beats you can post on your account.
Yeah.
There's like 8 or something like that. But I mean, in the end, like you want to have quantity on your page, because we were talking about it earlier. Someone comes in for one beat, and then they can just scroll through your feed and find.
That's what I do when I'm looking. I mean, I know I use Looperman to find most of my beats. Most of my loops if I'm looking for something. So like, because I don't have people sending.
I don't know if they have loops on. Do you know?
On Looperman?
No, on BeatStars.
Oh, I was like,
no, Looperman.
No, you can. I mean, I guess you can post loops on BeatStars, but I don't know really who would.
No, I feel that.
It's just, I'm not going to buy loops on BeatStars.
So like on BeatStars though, it would be pointless to be posting it as an exclusive, because then you would just be wasting.
If you have enough of a follower base, why not? You know what I mean? Like, you're a desirable name, and like BeatStars just happen to be your platform that you're selling on.
Yeah. Yeah,
fuck yeah, and you can price it at whatever you want.
Word, I didn't even think about that too. That's actually pretty smart. Are there like famous producers on there? Like producers?
A lot. You know TNT?
Yeah, I think I've heard
he
of him.
He posts his beats on BeatStars. 88, put that shit up. 88. He used to be in New Era, but he posts all his beats on BeatStars. A lot of big producers post on BeatStars.
Fuck yeah.
But BeatStars, you can sell. The thing with leases and exclusives, you might miss out on bags selling an exclusive, because you could sell a lease for $30. Or you can sell it exclusive for like a band or like $800 or whatever. So say you post a video, say you post your beat on YouTube, and you get 10,000 views on that video, and somebody comes out saying, "Oh, I want to buy the exclusive for $800." You're like, "All right, word, I just made $800." But say that video blows the fuck up, you get 1 billion views on that video. You could have been selling thousands of leases for $30 rather than that $800 for the exclusive.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a gamble in the end, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta make that decision. But a lot of times I don't like selling exclusive. I mean, I like selling exclusive with people that I like publishing good music with. But
100%.
if I'm selling on BeatStars, I'm probably not gonna take an exclusive.
Yeah, because I feel like a big part of building a career around music is the connections that you make with people. And BeatStars is just a little more disconnected in that way.
Yeah, I'd say so. Unless you're like talking with a person on Instagram or whatever, and like they hit you on Instagram, like, "Oh, I peep your BeatStars" or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody just like shopping around on BeatStars and like shit like that, then it's kind of
100%. And I feel like the marketing side of things is a whole different animal as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just being consistent. Like I said, consistency and good beats it'll get you somewhere. But then again, it might not. So,
yeah, right. If no one hears them, then.
But
how good, regardless of how good the beat is.
Yeah, but if you're not doing it in the first place, then you can end up in the same place.
Great point. Yeah. In the end, I'm not trying to be the negative Nelly more than anything.
Yeah.
Just stay on your shit and
for sure.
And keep going. But we're gonna go to ad real quick. Shout out Flippin' Ships, Jason, my man.
But also anybody who's trying to be an advertisement, and say every fucking time, bro. Anybody, if you know anybody, let us know. Anybody who's running any sort of local business, fashion, whatever it is, I don't even care if it's like music, if you're trying to promote your album or whatever, just send us an advertisement and we'll throw it up. We need ads. Our sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. And be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram. So you're saying New Era is was the start of everything for you, and you were bringing up New Era a lot, and I know that they're like a producing collective, correct?
Yeah,
but I don't really know too much about them.
Yeah, so New Era is just a group of like hard ass producers. We got like 7 or 8 people in there, 8 odd people, something like that. But yeah, that's really the start of like everything for me. Shout out Aura, man. Aura's my boy. But I'd say maybe like 6 months after I started producing like beats. Oh damn! Do y'all know who B Cube is?
B Cube.
No.
B Cube.
I do not.
He's from around here.
Yeah.
Damn, B Cube is
Wait,
really
Brandon Cube.
Brandon Cube.
Yeah.
He's the reason I'm where I am right now.
He's an artist. Right?
Yeah. So I had a song come out with B Cube, and Aura also had a song come out with B Cube. So Aura saw that I had a song come out with B Cube, and he hit me. He was like, "Yo, that's just hard." He was like, "I'm trying to start a producer collective. Like, are you down?" I was like, "Fuck it," because I didn't know shit about producing anything. Like, I'm a brand new producer. I'm like, "Fuck it, let's make a collective." So me and Aura are this collective, and we're not really close at the time. We're just like on Discord cooking up every day. And I was kind of getting frustrated because like I wasn't really like talking to people. I was like making some friends, but I was just like listening to beats and like cooking up and shit like that. So that's kind of how that went. But then it kind of progressed, and I kept like being at Aura's ear, like, "Yo, we gotta make a YouTube channel, bro. We gotta make tutorials on YouTube." And we never really like followed through. We kind of just like bullshitted it, you know, whatever. We made a video like once and then didn't post for like 6 months or whatever. And eventually, you know, during that time, me and Aura just like started getting closer and like having a real relationship. And you know, we started like, all right, let's like do this YouTube shit for real. So the winter, like fall of 2019, we started uploading on YouTube consistently. If you want to check out the YouTube, it's just New Era on YouTube. So we just started making tutorials on YouTube like every single day. You know how to make this type beat, how to make that.
Was it just like a recording of your screen, or was it like a recording of you making the?
Yeah, so it was just straight screen recorded, screen cap with
vocals,
the mic, and we would just explain our process, what we're doing, whatever, and we just had a team of producers just doing that, and we were just uploading on the channel every single day. And our views weren't that big. We had like 20, 30 views a video, whatever. But with that consistency, we started seeing growth.
Yeah, and connecting with probably mad people.
Connecting with mad people. We had a lot of people going in and out of New Era. I mean, the Corvette song?
Yeah.
The producer of that song used to be New Era. Shout out CV.
Dude, yeah, what the fuck?
Mad people.
Yeah.
You know who Jay Beats is? Jay Beats on the track. Boy, you ever heard his tag?
Yeah,
he used to be in New Era. He makes like all mad Rod Wave music.
Cool.
Shit.
There's been a lot of people who are like really big in New Era, but people come and go. But yeah, so we around, I'd say like the spring of 2020, kind of COVID time, we started seeing like big growth, and we started getting like 1,000 subs a month. Just straight tutorials. We got a few videos with like 40,000 views and shit like that. So
fuck yeah.
Our YouTube started popping, and we just had mad like connections and shit like that. And eventually my boy Gasky joined New Era, and like I didn't know who he was at the time. I knew he had like a Youngie and the Ace Lil Durk placement. I was like, all right, this dude's fine. Like this dude's cool.
Word.
And we started cooking up on like Discord, TV, or here and there, whatever. We started like growing our relationship, shit like that. And he was signed to Greenlight, and I was like, "Who's Greenlight? Like, what are they doing?" And he started telling me about Dooda and shit like that. And I was like, "I need somebody to link me, man. Like, I'm cool with this YouTube shit. Like, I'll keep doing this, but like, I want to break into the industry." So I hit up Teddy, my manager, and I was like, "I'm trying to see what's up with Greenlight. I'm trying to see what's up." And he was like, "Send me your shit. Like, let's see what's up." And he already knew that he already knew Gasky was hard, and Gasky's already got music with them and shit. So I was talking to Ant on the phone for a while, just through text and stuff like that. And then I signed June of 2021, I think it was.
Work.
And yeah, it's just been up. Been working with Dooda all then. And just kind of that's how it all kind of came to fruition type shit.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it speaks to consistency, like you keep saying, man.
Yeah.
Sticking with it and powering through.
With that YouTube shit, I've been asking everybody, and I truthfully I'm being a hypocrite because we haven't even got it going ourselves. But the TikTok, man. Have you looked into doing TikTok content?
I get an earful of this every single day.
Yeah.
You gotta post on TikTok. You gotta make YouTube shorts.
Gary Vee type shit.
Content.
Yeah, I made TikTok 2 little tiny videos
every
on my
episode.
TikTok.
Yeah, that's just funny. But yeah, I mean, I see a lot of producers on TikTok, and like, I know it's some people's lane. You can definitely make it a lane. I don't know if it's the way to go. One way I know that it is working for a lot of people is like the really dark Playboy Cardi type piece. If you post that shit on TikTok, people are gonna fuck with it because that's who's on TikTok.
Sure.
You got the weird Cardi fans on TikTok. You got the weird Cardi fans on TikTok.
The vamp.
Yeah, the TikTok's full of vamps. So they hear a little. Yeah, literally. They see some like crazy Cardi beat on TikTok. They're like, damn, bro, this is hard as fuck. And they like follow that person, they fuck with them. And if they keep uploading that content, then like people on TikTok are gonna fuck with them because that's the type of people on TikTok. But like, I make those type of beats sometimes, but like that's not really my lane. But I know it works for a lot of people, and like, I mean, we'll probably try it at some point. We haven't done it yet, but we might as well try it eventually.
Right.
So
Deadass.
Yeah, right. Even if it's not just TikTok, you know what I mean?
Just
they help each other.
Yeah.
You know,
Deadass. That's what I don't know. That's what I've been thinking. And it's always good. I mean, like, even if you don't get, like, any likes or any followers or whatever, it's always just good to be on, like, every kind of platform. You never know who can
for sure.
Yeah, and I always like to, I notice if I do stuff like that, even if I don't get results out of it, it gives you, like, a type of chip on your shoulder where you're like, I'm doing more, I'm doing extra, not everyone's doing this shit, you know what I mean? So it does give you that confidence boost, too.
That's kind of like the attitude I've been having lately about just the podcast. Just having, like, consistency has given me, like, a newborn confidence about it, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think it does that with anybody and anything. You should do something all the time. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, whatever your craft is, right?
Seriously, yeah. Speaking of craft, I mean, that blacksmith and shit, we need to get into that. We're gonna put up a nice sign over here. I don't want to give away too much, but we got some. No, I'm serious. But Frank be in the fucking. He's got a whole like shed filled with like
I built myself a nice little metal fab shop in my backyard. Dude, COVID gets you into weird shit, man. It really does.
Nah, dude, he's got a whole fucking... What is that thing, bro? You throw the metal and it fucking melts it and fucking...
Oh, it's a forge. It's just a blacksmithing setup.
Dude, it's fucking crazy,
I've been making knives and shit, bro.
Bro, no, deadass.
Just finished up a nice little kitchen knife.
Oh my gosh.
You throw the handle on it?
I guess I shouldn't have said finished. I shouldn't have said finished. All right.
Speaking before.
Fuck producing, I'll be a blacksmith.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm thinking in my mind, worst comes to worst, I'm fucking a blacksmith, man.
No, dude, I bet there's a huge market for like blacksmith knives, or like, you know, like if you like, or
not really.
Not even just that, but like, you know, fucking anything on the internet.
Sell them on like Etsy and shit.
That's what I was just about to say. Was about to be like places like Etsy and like other. I bet they have like a blacksmithing like specific website type.
100% they do, but like I that's why when I go into this type of situation, I really do think of the selling beats and because it's the same fucking thing. You're selling something online in the end.
True.
So like it's all about building a following and creating different forms of content that are about your niche.
You should post videos of you in the process.
Yeah, man, no doubt. But like I fucking started doing this 2 months ago. I still am an idiot out there.
Who knows? You could, dude, fuck it. Be like,
well, I mean,
I just started this shit.
Look at Jason. We're flipping ships, bro.
Flipping shit.
Same shit. Like, he makes dope content.
Yeah,
and just doing shit that he likes.
And like, he started like, he had a little bit of previous knowledge. I think he flipped like 1 or 2 boats, like just like on the lowdown.
He's the type of guy who knows how to flip a boat.
Yeah, but then he was just like, bro, like, I don't know, I can make a video out of this. And he's just kind of like learning as he goes some of the stuff, I'm assuming. So, like, I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't really know, we're going to figure it out kind of idea.
Yeah,
like, you know, and then it comes out wherever it comes out. He's like, all right, now we got to go from here.
I mean, we always talk about Gary Vee on this fucking podcast, but goddamn, it's all about, like, you can make your TikToks about any subject matter you want. It's just being able to look at it through a different lens.
True.
You know
I think that the authenticity, though, of the, like, you know, because, dude, every time I go to do something I don't know, I always start with, like, a fucking struggle that probably lasts, like, a half an hour, usually. If it's, like, something I gotta fix, like, I don't know, mechanic of any sort. Yeah. It's always like, fuck, and then like the YouTube video doesn't work the way it works, whatever, and then it's like just like persevering through it, and then you finally figure it out, right?
Yeah.
So it's the idea of like, you know, it's not just like that's cut from the content. It's like that could be part of it, and you know, shows like, you know, obviously it doesn't even need to be the whole thing, but like shows a genuine process of how fixing shit goes. Every time I've ever fixed anything with my dad, bro, it's gotta be like 20 minutes of hassle if it's not like easy, and then like, you know, we're both pissed it doesn't work, and then we finally get into it.
Well, I think the reality about making any good tutorial video is you got to make it so it's entertaining, whether you're in that like consumer base or not.
True.
You know what I mean? You got to just present it in a way that is. It gets your monkey brain, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's cool about Jay's thing too, though.
Yeah, right. You know, it's all like the quick little camera shots, and it just catches your ADD in the perfect way. Man,
I think a good way to look at it too is like he's got like flipping ships and ripping lips. I think it was like the other thing he wanted to brand.
I heard that.
You know, so it's like the idea of like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I like the idea of it, but I also like the idea of like he's doing all this to lead you up to like what's gonna happen on that boat. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have a good time on the boat. He's like he's gonna go fishing. He's gonna fucking like drink some beers. You know, he's gonna party on the boat. You know, like that's like the cool idea is like leading up. It's like the process to you could fucking do this too.
Yeah,
you could get a full boat and hammer some beers and pack some lips if you want. So all you gotta do is follow flipping ships. I love that. All right, what time is it? What are we talking?
5-ish.
5:01. All right. Well, let's wrap it up here because you know I don't want to take it too long, but I want to try to cook up a little beat before you gotta go.
Yeah.
So dude, it was a pleasure, man.
Sure,
dude. This was great. I got a lot of insight on the producer. I hope everybody else watching did too, because like I didn't know half that shit about.
Yeah, man, there's a lot to it, man.
The New Era shit was really cool too. I didn't know like you guys were like that involved.
No, that's a beautiful idea too. A collective of like-minded individuals trying to accomplish something.
It's cool that they've like come and gone too.
Yeah, man. Shout out Orr, shout out Gasky, man. They really the pioneers of this shit. So it's crazy, man.
Before we go out, give them like your YouTube, all that shit.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Ergowantabag. Follow the New Era channel at just New Era on YouTube. New Era on Instagram at One New Era. Follow Gasky at Gasky Beats. Follow Aura at Aura Go Crazy. Shit like that.
Word. Hit them up for releases and exclusives.
Yeah.
Hit them up for just beats in general.
Or like advice or anything. Like I'm always like, you know, answering advice, shit like that.
Hit them up. Get connected.
You know?
Oh yeah.
So, word. Alright, I'm gonna leave you. I always leave you. Believe in yourself. Another great talk, man. We're banging out these podcasts, man. We're getting connected, man. I mean, look at this. All right. Catch it. Peace.